Hey guys, my name is Jay Fear, so into another video, and today we are reacting to Things That Freak Me Out Part 2 from Jaiden. I don't know what happened with that camera. Jaiden is cool. That was a bad transition. Look, the things I'm freaked out about is probably like the unknown, dolls, and any toys that can just come to life. Because when you because dolls do you know like all those Barbie dolls, like those little like wooden plastic dolls, and they're just kind of like in a box or like on a shelf, and they just kind of like stare at you for the whole night. Like that is freaking creepy. And it happened in Zai's house. Like she used to have, like, it was my cousin. Like my cousin would have like all these dolls, and they would just stare at us for like the whole night while we were playing like on our Wii and whatnot. And I'd be like scared, but I just wouldn't think about it too much. Yeah, but like of course any other toys I also don't like. But yeah, it's just mostly dolls. The unknown, it's the unknown. You don't know what's gonna happen and whatnot. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, and comment to J Animations and myself. And yeah, let's get into the video.
Jaiden, you already talked about dumb things you're nervous about.
You don't need to watch part 1 in order to
I'm
know
just
what part
getting
2
started.
is.
Yeah, no, I'm not done. There's more, sadly. If you're semi-new here or just haven't watched the first video I made about things I'm freaked out about, you don't need to watch them in order. Don't worry about it. It's not like you have to study up to watch these things. I'm not gonna pop out halfway through like, pop quiz in the first Irrational Fears video, which video game from my childhood did I finally beat after like 15 years? Answer incorrectly and you have to restart your computer. That's the punishment for not being up to date on every single one of my videos. But it would be cool if you went and watched it afterwards or something. Whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. It's fine, I don't really care. This is how you play hard to get, right? Let's just jump right into it. Things that freak me out / generally make me a bit nervous, part 2. Interacting with people. I feel like a lot of you can probably relate. I actually got curious to know the ratio of introverted to extroverted people, and apparently around 50 to 74% of the population is extroverted. Now that's a big estimation gap, but I thought that was kind of interesting because the majority of the comment sections on my videos are full of introverts. Looking at the bigger picture here, it kind of makes sense though, because all the extroverts are probably just out being with people in the real world. Like extroverts. Well, anyway, as a fellow introvert, I avoid interacting with people as much as I possibly can. If there's an option for me to just not talk to people, I'm down. I'm talking about strangers and people I don't really know, by the way. Don't get this picture in your head that I just want to live on the floor of my room by myself in the dark with no friends. You probably weren't thinking that. But just making sure. I think it's common to not want to interact with every single person you possibly can when you go out somewhere, but I think I go an extra step in some situations. Like if you're at the grocery store and you can't find something, an average person would walk up to one of the workers there and ask, "Hey, do you know where I can find the cornmeal?" And the worker would say, "Oh, it's in aisle 3 with the baking ingredients." And the person would be like, "Thanks, not only did I get an immediate answer to my question, but I also know the general direction I need to head to because you physically pointed to where I can find the thing I'm trying to locate."
You're explaining this like in a really long sentence.
I can't just walk up to an employee and ask them about something they're paid to know the answer to. I'm not some social interaction wizard. No, I have to walk to some obscure area no one else is in, pull out my phone, and Google where to find cornmeal in a grocery store. I choose to take an extra 5 whole minutes of my time to do an internet search, then initiate a normal human-to-human interaction. And Google can't point out which direction I have to go. I've got to walk down the whole store scanning the little signs at the top as an extra bonus to find the cornmeal for a video to make bird treats that I'm never going to use again, and Ari doesn't even end up eating. One time I was in Target and I called my mom to ask her where the deodorant would be because I couldn't find it, and she said, "How should I know? Ask someone there. Why are you calling me? I'm at work." And so I left without buying anything. Which is also a tangent little fear, going into a store, looking around and leaving without making a purchase. I feel so shady, like the workers probably think I just committed a steal. Then you try to like balance it out or something by looking extra friendly and smiling at the people.
But then you just like seem more suspicious.
No need to worry about me. I'm a law-abiding citizen who pays for things. But then it's the whole thing like, well, hypothetically, if I were to actually want to steal something,
You'd probably
I would
act the
try
same
to
way.
not look shady by smiling at people like, yep, totally didn't just rob you. So they probably think I am stealing by
Doing
smiling
this.
at them, and I'm confirming their mind even more. People who work at stores, if you see someone walk in and leave without getting anything, do you assume they stole something? I haven't had a job like that before, so I don't know the thought process you guys have. I just want to know if this can be something I don't
mean,
need
they
to
probably
worry
don't
about
care,
anymore,
though,
and I'm
unless
just
they're
overthinking
really into
everything
that
like I
job.
normally do. Please help. Since we're on the topic of socializing with other people, if I do find myself in a conversation with someone, I worry a lot about not looking like I'm paying attention to them while they're talking. I hate it when I'm trying to tell someone something and they're just looking around, they check Twitter a few times, totally not looking like they want to be there. Like, dude, you're gonna miss out on this stellar conversation I'm having with you here that could totally maybe change your life.
He really
I'm
does
just
not
kidding.
want to
I don't
look at
have
you.
anything to say that could change anyone's life. But they don't know that, so they're risking that possibility. Also, another side tangent. The word stellar. It's a good word. Why don't people use it more? I vote everyone says stellar more often. Stellar is stellar. That was a public announcement. So that's 2 things on your to-do list now. Go watch my Irrational Fears Part 1 video
Already
and
did
say
that.
stellar more. I mean, if you want to watch the video, it's nothing really. You don't have to if you
Stop
don't want
playing
to.
hard
I just
to
thought
get,
I'd mention it again just in case you forgot. Oh, hey, let's get back on track. Worrying about not looking like I'm paying attention to someone when they're talking to me. So what I do to overcorrect that problem is focus way too much on making it look like I'm listening to
But then
someone.
you just
I
look
concentrate
awkward
so
and
hard
weird.
on looking like I'm paying attention
They
to a
probably think you're a
conversation
creep.
that sometimes I actually do forget to pay attention. I do a 180 and focus more on getting it across that I'm genuinely
Focus on eye
listening
contact
than
more
just
than the actual
actually paying
words.
attention. And I don't realize I'm not really hearing what they're saying until the middle of their conversation, and it's like, crap, wait, I don't know what they're talking about. I need to start paying attention. And then I focus on trying to make it look like I've totally been comprehending what they've been saying this whole time, and you get the point. A good example of how this can be a bit of a problem is about a month ago, I went to the bank to order some euros because, as you know, I was going to VidCon and stuff. There's a video on that too if you maybe want to go watch that.
Oh my
as well.
God.
It's whatever. Like, when the bank lady was telling me about the ordering process, I was really focused on getting it across to her that I knew exactly what she was talking about, and everything was peachy, and there were no problems at all. And when she got to the point where she said, so they'll arrive on Wednesday, is that okay? She basically told me when I can pick them up. And without thinking about what day it was or what she actually just said, I went, yep, that's fine. Finished the order and left. It wasn't until a couple hours later I was at my desk doing some work and it dawned on me, wait, I'm leaving on Tuesday of next week. Did she say this Wednesday or the Wednesday after I leave the country?
Should pay attention,
I'll take my
bro.
chances. It was the Wednesday before I left. It was fine. But in hindsight, that could have been really bad. And I was too nervous
Yeah, you could have
about
been,
going
like,
back
broke.
and asking the lady about the order information because that would be extra interaction with another human. And I just told you about how that makes me anxious. I'm gonna screw myself over someday by being like this. I know it. I'll make a video about it, don't worry. Last one for now. So far I'd say I've talked about pretty general things that other shy, anxious people might relate to. But this one's out there. The live-action version of the movie Pinocchio. There might be a few of you out there like, oh yeah, when I saw that movie as a kiddo, I thought it was a bit freaky too.
Why would they make a
that's not why it
live
freaks me
action
out.
version?
I
I
saw
think
it
it
for the
should
first
just
time
stay
as
as
a
a
kid,
cartoon.
and I don't recall a single thing about what it's really like or what happened in it, but I just know that night, I had one of the scariest nightmares of my childhood life. Like, the type of nightmare you never forget, and you just wake up in a pool of your own sweat, like, geez,
No,
what in
that's
the...
kinda
How did my
disgusting.
brain even conjure up something that horribly freaky? The heck, where did that come from? And at first, I didn't think anything of it. Just a nightmare. They happen. Nothing out of the ordinary. But like, a year or something later, I watched the live-action Pinocchio movie a second time, and I got the exact same nightmare. Yep, these two occurrences are connected. I'm never watching Pinocchio ever again. And I didn't. That's the only movie I refuse to watch as of this point right now. Maybe sometime in the future I'll be brave enough to try and give it another chance, but no, man. I'm good for now. I bet you're curious, so I'll try to explain the scary dream the Pinocchio movie gave me. It's gonna sound dumb, but that's just how dreams are when you try to explain them, okay? Just go with it. I was in a dark room, and I was pinned against this invisible corner, so like, imagine you're in a room and have your back against a corner and you can't see anything, it's all pitch black. And by the way, I was Dash from The Incredibles. That's just I don't get it either. That's just how it was.
What?
Not even Violet, but whatever. So I was dashed from the Incredibles, pinned against this invisible corner looking into blackness, and every once in a while a big shark would lunge out of the dark and try to bite me. Just a huge shark jump scare at random intervals. Sounds dumb when I say it out loud. I'm not even scared of sharks. But it got really close at some points. It's dumb. Whatever. Anyway, quick off-topic thing. I'm gonna be going to Phoenix Comic-Con next week.
Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, and comment to Jaiden Animations and myself. I guess, like, because I think I just explained, like, fears, not, like, irrational fears. Oh, let's see here. I don't know if this counts as an irrational fear, but I hate being, like when you're all your friends and then, you're alone. And, I also hate the thing where, you try to, like, find the directions, and, you have no idea where you're going, but you just want to show your friends that you have an idea of where you're going. So you just kind of go wherever, and, you know, once it just kind of shows that, you know, you're lost, you know, you're lost. So, yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, and comment to Jaiden Animations myself. Have you ever had a dream about any kind of nightmares, or have any irrational fears like Jaiden? And other than that, yeah, goodbye my fellow reactors. 言葉を消せばいいやって思ってた